here all day, right? You want the stuff or not?
I'm still interested, but you're asking almost double the going rate.
What? You think this stuff falls from the sky?
Look, I've bought...
Had a second to chat? I'm in the market for a job that'll get me out of Neon. If you need some muscle on your crew, I might be your girl. Man, am I glad to hear that. Thank you so much. So, before we finalize anything, I should probably tell you that I'm a member of the Disciples. If that changes your mind, I get it. Not everybody likes associating with gangs. One of Neon's biggest gangs. We mostly operate in Ebside, like the Strikers. Thanks. That's a big relief. You wouldn't be the first person to turn me down when they found out. I'm glad I got that off my chest. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to discuss my salary. Loyal service doesn't come free. Not when I have debts to pay off. I'll accept your standard going rate, not a credit less. Works for me. I'm ready to start whenever. I have a couple things to sort out here, then I'll head to my post. This is going to be fantastic! I've been waiting my entire life to get out of Neon. So long, Captain.
Madame Sauval always gives me helpful advice. Her drinks aren't too bad either.
Hey, I'm busy. You want the good
Hey,
stuff?
if you
Try
hear about
somewhere
any
else.
entry-level job openings, let me know. I've been trying to find an office job, but all of them require like 5 years of experience. Trying to shake off the stink from my last interview. And Dominique always gives good advice. To be honest, I don't really know what I want. I just know that if I don't find something soon, my parents won't just disown me. They'll have me stripped for parts. Well, I went to school for business, but it's not like I remember any of it. In my last interview, the recruiter asked me what I thought about Keynesian economics. I asked her, which planet is Keynesian on again? And she just looked at me and cringed. I don't blame her. Kelt Corp and Stroud, but I haven't heard back, and that's threatening to cut off the cred spigot. That's exactly why I haven't applied there. Way too much competition. Let me know if you hear of any openings.
You don't have places like this in Aquila, that's for sure.
I'll never leave Neon. For someone in my business, there's no better place. You got an appointment? 'Cause if not, consider this area reserved. Oh yeah, Dalton's little errand runner. I've written up a program just for the occasion, but as Ryujin knows, it's yours for either a price or a favor. A pleasure, as always. Your job is simple. Just run this little beauty on Ilaro Chen's computer, and the program will take care of the rest. Once you're done, bring the slate back to me at my place. Whatever encryption Ilaro has is bound to take some real work, more than my little setup here can handle. Here's the slate. I'll be waiting.
Hey, get away from me. I really need to stop hanging out in Upside.
Hopefully Neon treats you well.
Sha.
This is Neon's premier social club. So come on in. Enjoy some unique company. And toss back one
How
of
are
our
you?
exclusive velocity cocktails. Madame Sauvage's place. Where the fun never stops. In the city
Pardon
that
me?
never sleeps.
I don't have time for this. money does fix a lot of problems, doesn't it? Damn it. I can't fight this, can I? You've got to be kidding me.
Company. And toss back one of our exclusive velocity cocktails. Madame Sauvage's place. Where the fun never stops. In the city that never sleeps.
You hear about that missing ship? They think it was pirates.
Well, what can you do?
Madame Sauvage's
Neon's the only place where my talents are actually respected. So, you made it. Guess Ryujin's security really is slipping. No one will ever take down Ryujin. It's a credit cache for Bayu. If anyone wanted to take down Ryujin, it'd take more money than anyone's willing to pay. Otherwise, Bayu would never allow it. Now, I'll take that program back that I gave you, and let's give the data a look. The program I gave you to run on Ularu's computer basically opens an all-access backdoor for me. I can see everything and anything, so let's take a look. Ularu has some impressive encryption on her files. Not that I can't crack it, of course. Circumventing protections, running decryption. This should just take a moment now. Damn, I'm good. That went faster than I thought. I'm saving several files to a slate for Dalton, including access history and anything related to Project Dominion. Adding in new encryption for him as well, so he's the only one that can view these. And done. You're all set. I've got the new encrypted slate. Let me tell you, it looks like fun times ahead for Ryujin. Technically, I'm not supposed to look, but it's kind of hard to not see what's going on while running all my software. Well, this is thrilling. Since you came through on your end, let's just say that slate isn't going to paint the best picture for Ms. Imogene Salzo. But bear in mind, you're dealing with some pretty talented people when it comes to falsifying information. I can be sure because I know my business. But like anything, evidence alone can't tell the full story. The rest is up to you and Dalton to piece together. Wow, remind me never to get on your bad side. You sure it's not Ularu who's training you? Besides, if Imogene really is the mole, there's no maybe involved here. Here's the slate. As usual, always a pleasure doing business with Ryujin.
How are things going?
It's been a grind, for sure. I've got a few health issues I'm working through, and the worrying isn't helping. But I'll be okay.
Whoa. Bad part of town, buddy. I'm gonna do you a favor. Head back to Bayou Plaza before the disciples get you. We gotta look out for each other, right? Us crate rats used to think the Ebside strikers were awful, with all the muggings and shakedowns, but now that they're on the ropes, kinda wish they weren't just holed up in Madame Sauvage's. Streets are getting bad. Real bad. I mean, yeah, they'll rob you blind, but at least they let you live. They're bad news, but compared to disciples, positive angels. Well, you'll find them at Madame Sauvage's. They're always holding auditions, as they call it. Looking for new blood. So, for being so helpful, chance for a donation. Come on, might be saving my life. What with the disciples and all. Have a heart. Hey, thanks. Look, I mean it. Go back to the plaza. Ain't nothing but shit and misery over here.
Everyone knows this is Neon's premier social club. So come on in. Enjoy some unique company. And toss.
I don't know what you think you heard, but maybe you should get your hearing checked.
Nothing like a velocity.
Fine, upstairs. That's gang territory, got it? This is such bullshit. Yeah, you used to be people were afraid of the strikers. We had a name, got it? Now the disciples got us penned up in this lousy bar.
Andrea!
Fine. This beautiful establishment. Do you have anything else, or are we done with this? Whatever this is. I mean, the strikers will rob you blind, and if you back us in a corner, you're gonna bleed. But the disciples? Pfft, total nutjob animals. They torture people for kicks. And the only people that kept them from getting out of control? Us. And now we're all but ruined. So you stroll in here and want to meet with Briggs? The nerve. Maybe you should meet with the business end of my shiv, huh, tourist?
No blood in my shop, Andrea. I'm this close to tossing the lot of you out on the street.
Fine already. You're lucky. Only way you see Briggs is if you, want to join the Ebside Strikers. Oh, nothing. Joining us now is great. People are banging down our door to go down with this ship. Huh. Well, ain't you gung-ho? This ought to be good. Sure, let's go meet the boss.
Who's this?
Someone says they might want to join.
A recruit? Been a while.
Strikers look out for one
I know,
another,
right?
right?
Savage says we can't go killing people around here anymore.
We shouldn't be doing that anyhow. You want to join us? We're a gang. You understand that, right? Not some daring adventure bullshit you can brag to your friends about. We steal, we mug, we kill if we have to. People that come to us have usually run out of options. So are you really interested? Never judge a book by its cover, then. Let me tell you about us. What makes the Strikers different is we're family. It's us against every goddamn thing the world can throw at us. If you're in, we'll go through hell and back for you.
It's been a little too much of that hell going round.
Vogel, not the time. We do everything we can to make sure everyone's got a roof overhead and fish in their belly. I prefer we fleece the marks, not kill them. Better for everyone in the long run. But you do what you gotta do. Ebside is where all the loser and sad stories end up once Neon and Administrator Bayou has used them up. Surviving here ain't easy. Sometimes blood's got to flow just to get food based on your plate. But we only take what we have to. Not so fast. I gotta get to know you first. What would you bring to the Strikers? We get into our fair share of conflict, but having someone skilled in violence right now, very useful. Done anything special? Something that might impress us? Right. So you're one of those stargazers. Sure, they visit here all the time. I'm not sure what your game is, but if you really want to join, there's a test. You're going up against the Disciples. Everyone in Ebside's been chewed up and ground up by Neon. Some people snap, and snap hard. The Disciples are maniacs, pure and simple. The test is to find out who has been arming those nutjobs with military-grade hardware. We're fully in alignment there. There's a warehouse they use. One of our friends said there's a slate there that has the info we need.
Oh, that's my job. I was going to go in and make them pay.
You want it? Too bad, Vogel. You go in there, and it's a bloodbath. I want someone that can snatch it from them. Ideally with them never even knowing it happened. Consider this your audition. Try not to get killed, new fish.
I know Briggs said go quiet or whatever. I say take as many of the disciple bastards out as you can. The job's about getting the slate. Focus on that.
Do what it takes to
Don't
survive.
break a leg.
You're no use to
Yeah,
anyone
yeah.
dead.
Catch you later.
Maybe you'd like to try a velocity?
I'm so out of my mind.
You're lost.
Here in Neil, you live in the rarefied air above the field training to ensure you receive.
Speak with me only if you have what it takes to.
Yeah, you. Bye.
Okay, let's settle this once and for all. Velocity or nice, but velocity, that we can have.
Stupid move!
rather be doing this than getting mixed up with Jane.
You're out there a lot, right?
In space?
Just do a solid.
Sauvages. Nice. The astral.
I really need to stop hanging out in Upside.
How do you stay at this bar and drink Velocity all day? Don't you have a job?
There's no shame if you just walk away and go back to your pretty little life.
Hopping from bar to bar is research.
Really? How do I apply for that?
Try not to get yourself killed, all
You
right?
pull this off, and I'll be your #1 fan.
If the disciples spot you, they're gonna attack straight away. So, stealth was a no-go, but... shit. You took all of them out. The strikers can use that. So you're in. Everyone thinks the Ebside strikers are out for the count. But now that we know where the disciples are getting their guns, I feel the tide is turning. Trying to score points with the boss. Smart play, new fish. You might want to say hello to the rest of the gang. They should be friendlier, or I'll make them friendlier. After you take some deserved R&R, Hit up Hatchet for any gear you may need, and a job I got in mind for you.
So, you're part of the gang now, huh? Welcome, then. Don't be too put out if it takes a while for the hooligans to warm up to you. They ain't big on outsiders. Really? They are? Son of a bitch. So apparently it's just me they had a problem with. I mean, I wasn't at my best, but still. Really classy. Definitely. I got your back now, new fish. I used to be a trader. Had a top-of-the-line tie-out, a flush bank account. I was at the top of my game. Then, one really epic crash at the Astro Lounge, and poof, gone. Bye-bye. Woke up in the gutter, and I've been trying to crawl out ever since. The whole damn system is rigged. They rope you into the lounge and just suck your credits dry. Then, when you got nothing, you're just another junkie in Epside. No way to make credits and get out. If it weren't for the strikers, well, you get the picture. I wish I never even heard of Neon. Damn, I just suck at being the welcoming committee. You need something? Yeah. Well, maybe. Man, when you're tripping Aurora, it's like nothing else. But it can eat you up. Stay clear, kid. Trust me on it. I have a few hustles of my own. Plus, I'm not bad at a bit of the stand and deliver. Haven't had to end too many people. Yet. Times are bad now, though. You know where to find me.
The Disciples will pay. With interest. So you're part of the team now. All right, not bad. Briggs may be in charge, but know that I'm his second. So stay on my good side, right? Huh. You and me. This is going to work. Not going to lie, you've come to us during a shit time. It was not long ago that we held our own against the Disciples. Now we're just hiding behind our mother's scat. We need to do something. Well, did you want something? Everything was pretty fine, till a couple years ago. They had their side of town, we had ours. I mean, we'd have misunderstandings, but Briggs always sorted things out. Then one day, the Disciples wanted all of Epside. It's been blood and knives ever since. Serious goddamn military hardware. How can a knife compare to a fully auto Grendel, right? I mean, before then, we gave as good as we got. All of those bastards are armed. And we tried to make a stand. And after the funerals, we hunkered down. Good talk.
Neon's a living thing. And it feasts on our pain. Huh. So you survived. Andrea thought Briggs wanted you dead, so he sent you away. Andrea was wrong. We are more alike than I thought. Everyone is hard because they have to be. These streets and alleys are all I know. They chew up the weak, they leave them broken or dead in the gutters. So don't be weak. Oh yes, every day a different struggle. To stay alive, to stay good in the head. But the strikers and Briggs took me in, gave me a family. I will do anything to protect them. And I mean anything. Oh, you are focused. Good. So the job is, we let the streets know the strikers are back. We have signs that indicate our turf. Hacking the signs is easy. Getting to them or fighting any disciples there, that is the challenge. Briggs said he prefers no blood. But I say, make the disciples bleed at every chance. Good. If you need things too, I can hook you up. It's my job to make sure all the strikers have what they need. Good luck.
Pull up a chair and have a drink. New customer. Bienvenue. Before you order, I have 2 simple rules you need to know. Oh, this is my place. That means everyone in here is under my protection. You don't mess with them, they don't mess with you. Deux. If you're buying drinks, you better have cash. Madame Sauvage does not offer credit. Good? Ça c'est bon? Oh, well, thank you very much for the compliment. I'm told my family tree traces itself back to Europe, on Earth. Specifically the region known as France. A long and proud history, no? Finally, someone who listens and does what they're told. A rare commodity in Epside. I like you already. So, what can Madame Sauvage get you? Have you come to try velocity, perhaps? Or do you prefer something with a little less kick? We'll see you again soon, yes? About what you want to do. What gives you your joie de vivre?
The things I like, I'm not good at. I can't play instruments and I can't sing. And they haven't made drinking velocity a job just yet.
Don't worry. You are young. You have what others covet, but can never attain.
Oh yeah? What's that?
Time.
Stormed into Benjamin Bailey's office and demanded the job. You think he'd like that?
That's the spirit, mon
What do we have here? Decided to drop by on Neon and do a little vandalism, huh? There's a steep fine for that. Zero tolerance. Tell you what, you pay the fine now, and I'll let you off with a warning, or things are going to get messy. Enjoy your stay on Neon. Cause any trouble and I'll drag you straight to lockup.
If I have to eat fish for dinner one more time, I'm going to lose it.
You really going to walk on by and miss out on a chance to experience?
I'm not sure how much longer I can survive.
So, how are you? Everything good?
Ferrolite is doing something really exciting.
Because everything you've heard.
Be careful if you run into those ecliptic jerks. They fly around like they own the set of systems. And they like to use old abandoned facilities as outposts. You know, the ones left over from the colony wall. Hey, keep your nose clean. Last thing I want is to
And toss back one of our exclusive velocity cocktails.
You didn't see anything. Catch my drift?
I think you're gonna fit in well. Really well. You've really kicked the hornet's nest. Good. Andrea's running point on grabbing the gun stash. I need you and Vogel to keep the disciples off balance.
So we're finally doing this?
It's time, Vogel. The gloves are off. Both of you, keep the collateral damage down if you can. But it's do or die. Then today's your lucky day. You two coordinate whatever you need to. I have a request. I know this is asking a lot. Newell's Goods has some armor. Not mil-spec ranger gear or anything, but better than the cast-off clothes the strikers wear. So if you could, well, spring for some armor upgrades, maybe convince Newell to sell it to us. All the strikers owe you big time. Any credits it costs, I promise we'll pay you back with interest. Now's the time for the strikers to make a comeback.
I hope you aren't here to cause any trouble.
I've been dreaming of this.
The strikers are upstairs.
Ever run into spaces?
Packaged food? Check.
Welcome to Newell's. If you're looking for any specific goods, Rosa and I guarantee we'll beat Sieghart's lousy selection every time. Rosa Newell is my wife. We own this place together. Oh, I don't have a problem with his place. My problem is Sigurd himself. That man has absolutely no respect for the business community on Neon. He skips merchant meetings and refuses to participate in any of our group buys. Worst of all, he pays off Neon's security to keep his place safe. A lot of the merchants in Neon belong to a small merchants alliance. It's nothing formal. It's just a bunch of us getting together to air our grievances and watch each other's backs. Yeah, sure, if all you care about is yourself. Every payment Sigurd makes validates Neon Security's corruption. He's setting a bad precedent that many merchants are forced to follow. Anyway, sorry. I know I can get a little intense about these things. If you'll forgive the outburst and have a look around, I'm sure you'll find something you might want to buy. Oh, dear Lord. Did Briggs put you up to this? All these gangs are a menace. I don't want to have any part of it. Really? That's a lot of credits. All right already, all right. You pay and I'll send Briggs his armor. But this is a one-time deal. I don't want anything to do with this madness after that. I'll send the armor to Madame Savage's. Have a nice day. I had to chase more zone heads out of here.
Oh, yeah. Who's back?
I know people say it's a
The Astro Lounge got you down.
You try velocity yet? It'll change your mind.
I've been dreaming of this. Finally, Briggs is going to let me kick these disciples where it hurts. I've been telling him to let his best man loose for weeks. So thank you for changing his mind. You better believe it. Both of us worked for that hellhole Xenofresh way back. I was a casualty of a reduction in force. But Paul Briggs's leg got crushed in an accident. So Xenofresh, being the class act they are, they fired him, and later even sued him. So it was him and I on the streets. I helped him through rehab. The Ebside strikers sort of grew around us. You better believe it. The plan's simple. We hit the street runners hard in as many points as possible. Maximum chaos, right? Then Andrea can waltz into their weapons cache, snag the big guns, and then the real fun begins. Well, Briggs ain't the only one thinking round here. Here's 3 groups of street rats for you. Me and my boys will take some others. Fun time.
It's work.
Not even trying to hide, are you?
I'm watching you. Better get out while we still can! Run for me!
Too bad I can't squeeze any horrible rush on these fish.
Can you believe Xenofresh charges us a licensing fee? Euphorica? We have everything you...
So you're the strikers, darling. Yeah, we had those blighters all tied up until you came along. The name's Holt, and I'm here to offer you a deal.
I can't handle this!
Good, you're reasonable. The strikers are old news. Positively analog. You help us take out their so-called leaders, and the disciples can pay big. Credits, yeah? A dumpster full of them. Literally, if that's your thing. In order to keep a rat in place, you gotta scare it, terrify it. And if it happens to be good for a laugh, well, that's a bonus, right?
We got the guns, new fish. Went in, pop, 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 and the cash is ours.
And that's thanks to me and my new best mate. Hit any problems on your patrol? Hell, at first I thought you were some dumb thrill seeker. But you're, well, pretty awesome. Everything's going according to plan, Briggs.
Good. Now we hit them where it hurts. This warehouse is one of their main strongholds. Not going to lie, taking it is going to be hard. New fish, we wouldn't be here without you. What's the play? Go in guns blazing? We hold back? Then we all go in together. You heard the plan. Let's do it.
Watch my back!
Slow and smart, strikers.
Someone kill this scumbag!
Playtime is over. Downstairs, now.
Security. I'd recognize that condescending tone anywhere. Hands off weapons. Damn it.
You think Neon Security wouldn't know about what's going down? Please. Looks like you've done a bit of violence. A bit of murder. Word is, all of this is due to you. Why are you messing around with my streets, huh? You have a funny way of showing it. So here's what's going to happen. Gang violence gets too noisy. That hurts the bottom line around here. No one affects the bottom line.
Tell that to the disciples.
No. I want you to, Mr. Briggs. The disciples have been pissing me off for far too long. So, your gang throws off Sewer Rat Blue and starts wearing Neon Security black. Or you can be found face down in the streets. And you say your goodbyes. Briggs is a smart lad. He'll make the right choice. Setting street rat against street rat is pretty elegant, right? Don't take too long. Time to onboard the new hires.
Good you're here. Huddle up, gang.
Is this for real?
They want me to be a cop.
Shit. We could get a real pad. Maybe even move out of Epside? Briggs, I'm so in.
After all we've done, Neon Security seriously will let that go?
I don't see why not. Do you really think anyone cares who stabs who in Epside? What's your take? It's almost too much to hope for. Anyone object to going for the deal? This is your chance. No one? Good. Really good. I'll give Owen the news. I can't say I was expecting this. Whatever god or gods we please to get you to help us, know we'll be forever grateful. Our goal was always to survive. Now we have a chance to thrive. Here's your cut. You better believe you earned it. See you around.
Finally! I can leave this garbage dump. Finally! I can leave this garbage dump.
You guys did this? It's almost impressive. Almost. What I don't sell ends up in trouble.
Show no mercy, leave no quarter. If you've come to talk about bounty hunting, I can answer questions. If you want to pick up a bounty job, go to the local mission board. Be warned, though, if you think this work is for making a quick credit, you may not be cut out for it. It takes skill, precision, and a willingness to risk your life. Bounty hunting is not easy work. It is not for those simply wishing to make a quick credit. You must be sure of your abilities, or you will not live long enough to collect. But you seem insistent. Find Trackers Alliance missions at the local mission board. Stay safe. Stay wary.
In the game and life, you are the best, and you deserve the best.
Some advice? Don't eat the troll.
Thinking about joining up with security. I think that job would suit you well.
Step through the door of secret elevators and you'll enter.
Mania Adams was looking for someone discreet for a job. Apparently, I don't qualify.
Agent CEOs, no joke in the boardroom.
This could be the most important meeting of my career. This deal could be huge for my company. Don't cause any trouble. I don't have time to talk. I'm on duty.
Let's hear your report. I assume you were successful. I didn't get any incident reports last night, so I applaud your work. I figured as much. Lucky for us, he doesn't have any motive to use this information against us. Now, let's see what we have here. I didn't think it was possible. But someone's been accessing Ularu's files remotely. It's quite a complicated trace, too. I'm impressed Nix was able to track all of this. Damn. And there's our culprit. Imogen Salzo, Senior Operations Specialist, and one of the few I had in mind for who could pull this off. Well, the motive could be anything. Credits, grudges, even boredom. Either that, or she's highly displeased with someone at the company. Well, before we make any harsh decisions, I'll need to question her myself. I want you to head to her office and escort her here. We have to make sure she doesn't try anything before I have a chance to speak with her. I just want to avoid a scene. Sending you keeps the rumor mill at bay. Good. When you're dealing with corporate workers, discerning the truth from the lies is the hardest part.
I hate waiting. It's just more time to doubt myself.
By next week. Glad to hear it. I'll put in a good word for you with Yuko. I hate being stuck. Imogene told me she hired another so long. I'm sure we'll meet again. I don't think Genevieve's too happy after my... It's great, as far as I'm concerned. I have a lot of respect for Imogene. She's not afraid to take what she wants. But what I like the most? Maybe we'll run into each other out in the field.
A gala at the New Atlantis Freestar Embassy. That'd be a good way to gather intel.
I heard about your run-in with Tomo. That guy will never learn.
Try not to harass my techs too much. They have work to do.
I better do this right.
Can I help you?
I don't want Yuko breathing down my neck about it.
Let me guess. Looking for Imogene? I'm sure you can tell by now. She isn't here, which is a shame since I have several documents I need her to sign off on. She's always been the master of avoiding desk work. Well, that desk work is what keeps your cred stick full, and this company 2 steps ahead. So why are you looking for Imogene? Is she in trouble?
I'll be the judge of that. Let me see. It's part
Yeah, no thanks. Getting information out of Dalton is like talking to a wall. Besides, speculation is far more fun. I have Imogene's last location at Frankie's Grab and Go, which we all know is a front for the Sioka Syndicate. You'll want to get executive sign-off if you plan on chasing after her. I'd say Dalton is your best bet. Your guess is as good as mine, but she's up to something. I could tell she was trying to cover her tracks, but this is my job. And there's a reason I'm in charge of the technicians here. Is there an echo in the room? Yeah, Frankie's is a front. Crap convenience store on the outside, high-tech hideout on the inside. Of course, the only people that really know that are Ryujin Bayu and the Syndicate itself. A little attention, please. Good. I'd hate to see what sort of drama might get stirred up if you went around him. Or maybe I'd love it. Keep the workplace interesting, right? Good luck finding Imogene. Oh, and if you do catch up with her, be sure to let her know I had everything to do with it.
I warn people.
Excuse me.
Packaged food? Check. Neurolamps?
Range of personal treatment products.
The hotel boat line. Sleep. Midnight.
Can I help you? Whoa, whoa. Where do you think you're going? Employees only. Oh, yeah? I don't see your name on my guest list. Now, why don't you tell me what you really want before I blow your brains out? All right, let's just calm down. I'll let you in, But just so you know, the moment the Syndicate catches you in there, they're gonna tear you to shreds.
Sorry, what? Wasn't listening.
Rain fire on my mark! You itching to be an organ donor?
This ain't working! Stop!
Hey.
Regroup! I got more where this came from. Everyone for the now you see. I quit this in.
Hold it right there, Op. I need you to back down and give me a chance to explain. I had a feeling you'd be the one to come after me. Yes and no, but mostly no. Just hear me out, okay? I know this doesn't look good, but I had no choice. Ularu set me up. Yes, I've been acting as a double agent, but because she ordered me to. The assignment was meant to deceive, not benefit. And Project Dominion is way above my pay grade. It'd be impossible for me to deliver it. At least, intentionally. Of course. But first you have to understand, she used me to play an unwitting part in this, so I'm the one that takes the fall. That's why I said it'd be impossible for me to intentionally pull this off. Look, I only know about Project Dominion because I wanted to know exactly what I was being accused of leaking, but that tech is dangerous. An internal neuroamp that can theoretically control other people? If the evidence points to me, it's because Ularu used it to set me up. What better way to frame someone than to take control of their mind and have them actually perform the actions? Power, of course. Corporations maintain their success by any means necessary, but there are some measures Masako is reluctant to take. You may have noticed that none of your assignments directly involve murder. Masako reserves those actions only when it's absolutely necessary. Ularu sees this as a sign of weakness that needs to be dealt with. It's the only scenario that makes sense. Besides, what's my motive? My career is solid at Ryujin. Infinity can't possibly beat my current benefits. Believe me, after having to play double agent, I've learned all of this firsthand. That's exactly what I've been doing here. Ularu has the skill to pull this off, but she's also been behind the desk for years now. I knew she'd miss something. This slate holds all the evidence against her. I just need you to deliver it to Dalton. It's the only way I can prove I'm innocent. Nix's contract limits his investigation to Ularu's computer and her network activity. I hacked into building security and was able to recover deleted records of her accessing the Project Dominion prototype. I guarantee the third-party company Dalton is using for his security directive Theta won't even notice it. I was hoping you would. I'm still going to lay low until I hear the coast is clear. As long as Ularu still thinks I'm on the run, she'll remain confident that her plan is working. And I know you don't hear it much around the office, but thanks. I I hope Dalton believes me. Oh, great. That'll be just what I need if this all blows over. Let's just hope she keeps her mouth shut on this one. The last thing I need is to be the highlight of office gossip when I get back. Well, that, and she'll never let me forget it. Ularu wants Masako gone, but she doesn't have a legitimate reason to get the board to fire her. Instead, Ularu creates the very situation we're in now to make her look bad. The board sees Masako as a risk and votes her out. And with the Project Dominion prototype at her disposal, Ularu can guarantee they'll make her the next CEO. Extremely dangerous and way too powerful for human consumption. Obviously, the benefits to Ryujin would be infinite, but as Ularu herself has proven, no one should be trusted with that kind of power. If Dalton really believes I'm involved in this, then I'm on the run. I hate the idea of uprooting my life, but I'd have no choice at that point. And Ularu will probably send every operative she believes capable after me.
This means you finished your business. What'll it be?
How are you holding?
You're home away from home here on Neon.
Heart rate and certified
Got the call, someone's power kept going out.
Oh, yeah.
Well, look who's back. Dalton's gonna lose it when he finds out you went to the Syndicate without talking to him. I guess we'll see, won't we? And you didn't even have the sense to speak to Bayu. Apparently not. But that doesn't mean you won't see any consequences. So tell me, what did you find out? If you think I'm paying for that information, think again. It's just a matter of time before it finds its way onto my desk. And I can be a very patient person. Oh my, Imogene pointing the finger at Ularu. That would be a first. Laru will want her head when she finds out. Those two have been a team ever since Imogene started here. And saying they had a student-teacher relationship is probably an understatement. For either one to betray what we all assumed they had is more than a bit surprising. Of course she did. Imogene knows better than to make an accusation like that without being able to back it up. I can't wait to see how this unfolds. This situation is gonna give Dalton some serious anxiety. At least it sounds like Imogene has it under control. For now. A mole? No. Ularu's not about to work for another corporation. If she's betraying Ryujin, she's doing it under her own personal agenda. If I were you, I'd leave it up to Dalton. If there's even a chance that Ularu is betraying the company, you'll never find out if she knows she's under investigation. Oh, I can guarantee they're good reasons. For her. The question now is, who else is she planning to screw over to get her way? Because if she considered Imogene to be expendable, that means we all are.
This deal could be huge for my company. My career will be over if this deal falls through.
Don't wander into any restricted areas. Keep out of my way, and I'll keep out of yours.
Is there something I can help you with? Whoa. At least let me close the door before you start getting into something you can't handle. Just a moment. Shutting the door and engaging locks. There. Now that I can guarantee we'll have no eavesdroppers, that's a serious accusation. I'd even call it a fireable offense. And just where is this absurd notion coming from? Are you serious? Jeannie's too smart to pull off a stunt like that. It sounds like you're only here to waste my time. Now that sounds more like a proposition I could get behind. Fine. Since it's just you and me here, I'll come clean. I leaked Project Dominion to Infinity Ltd. But I'm no mole. Please. It's insulting that you think I'd actually be working for someone other than Ryujin or myself. That depends on how you define innocent. You see, I'm not a mole. I'm an opportunist. And no one is more loyal to Ryujin than I am. Masako, on the other hand, is losing her touch. Ryujin needs strong leadership for what lies ahead. A CEO who can make the hard decisions. It was never my intent to involve Imogene. But when you arrived with information on Project Dominion, I knew Infinity had screwed up. I had no choice but to act fast. Imogene is the only one that Dalton and the others would believe was capable of pulling this off. It had to be her. Oh, I'm no traitor to Ryujin. I'm the one that's going to keep this company on top for decades to come. So, now that you know, it's time to see how good you are at making hard decisions. With your help, I can take down Masako and make the credits worth your while. So whose side are you on? Masako's or Ryujin's? Smart choice. And since we're working together, I'll take that so-called evidence off your hands. And soon to be non-existent. Now that I know where your loyalties lie, I suggest you act as if nothing's changed. If you're looking for a scapegoat on Project Dominion, you can feed Imogene to the wolves. When it's time for the next phase of my plans, I'll let you know. Once I'm CEO, our competition won't even come close to touching us. It's no secret that I consider Imogene to be my protégé. I cared for her as a colleague and friend. But I've poured my life into Ryujin, and every day I see the reports of our competition growing, becoming bolder. When Project Dominion came along, it was the perfect opportunity to make my move. Unfortunately, Imogene was the only one who fit the profile to pull it off. Of course. Vina's original design was external, like all the others. I'd have Imogene go through the motions of delivering everything herself. Having her act as a double agent was just extra insurance. As I said, I'll fill you in when we're ready for the next step. We may be working together, but I don't trust you enough to divulge my plan in its entirety. It's nothing personal, just business.
My company's future might be riding on this deal.
So much work to do. Shouldn't you be on assignment somewhere?
So, you're finally back. With no sign of Imogene. And here I thought sending you after her would be a simple task. I was afraid that evidence Nix provided would be legitimate. Ularu will be very disappointed. I'll have Yuka determine her position so we can start tracking her. Were you at least able to gather any data on how she was able to access Project Dominion? And this is precisely my concern against such technology. I'll be sure to bring this up to Masako. Now, I need to undertake the laborious task of writing up a report to summarize all of this. In the meantime, Masako has requested your presence in R&D. She wants you to meet her in Vinakara's office.
Don't wander into any restricted areas.
Is there something I can help you with? All right. This sounds like a closed-door conversation. Just a moment. Shutting the door and engaging locks. There. Now, is this some sort of joke? I thought Dalton was conducting a real investigation. And just where is this absurd notion coming from? Are you serious? Jeannie's too smart to pull off a stunt like that. It sounds like you're only here to waste my time. That must mean the current evidence points to her, right? Face it, Op. You're fighting a losing battle here. I admit, I misjudged Infinity Ltd's level of competency. If only I'd have gone to see Simon myself, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. But I've learned from that mistake. So good luck. You won't find a thing.
Keep out of my way, and I'll keep out of yours. I've got my eye on you.
So, you're finally back. With no sign of Imogen. And here I thought sending you after her would be a simple task. So you did find her, and yet failed to bring her in. I'm looking forward to this explanation. Of course. We've scrubbed security footage and run through access card permissions and found nothing. The project itself is an enormous security risk, but our lead R&D engineer, Vina Kara, has been working on ways to mitigate this. Well, this evidence complicates the situation if it points to Ularu. It's going to take me some time to pass, because if it's legitimate, we need absolute certainty before making the accusation. You realize, if Imogen has misled you, she'll be long gone by now. Now, I need to undertake the laborious task of writing up a report to summarize all of this. In the meantime, Masako has requested your presence in R&D. She wants you to meet her in Vinakara's office. Once I've examined this evidence, I may need your help in moving forward. And not a word about this to anyone. I'll present what I have to the board once I've completed a full report.
They know how to make a client feel welcome up here.
I hate waiting. It's just... More time to doubt myself. Don't cause any trouble.
I've got my eye on you.
I need that Rothicite if we want to complete the neuroamp.
I'm just concerned the entire station was wiped out by... something.
Don't worry, we'll figure it out and get that shipment back.
Good, you're here. It's time to put a plan in motion to take full control of this situation with Infinity Ltd. In due time. We don't know to what extent Infinity has taken the current neuroamp schematics, so our top priority is completing our own. Let me introduce you to Veena Kalra, Head of Research and Development. She'll give you the initial details.
Yes, details. You see, the internal neuroamp is supposed to consist of two parts. The first part, the part Infinity stole, handles the manipulative effects. The second part is a shielding modification designed to protect the user against other neuroamp users. Oh yeah, marketing and finance wouldn't have it any other way.
No one wants their greatest asset used against them. Once Veena can complete the internal neuroamp and shielding mod, the plan is to outfit you with both and have you infiltrate Infinity Ltd. We can't risk the assignment until we know your mind has the necessary protection. Good. I'm glad you see this as an opportunity.
And I love a willing subject. Now it's just a matter of getting the key ingredient. The final kink in both designs was finding compatible materials to use for conductivity that the human body wouldn't reject. I've finally created the perfect alloy, but it requires a newly discovered refined element called rothosite.
Which is where I come in. We have a confidential contract with Consolidated Mining to gather, refine, and ship the rothosite straight to us. Their last shipment is late, and neither we nor Consolidated Mining have had any communication with the Carinay station. Correct. The updates have been regular up until now. Last we heard, the shipment was ahead of schedule.
We need you to head out there, secure the shipment, and bring it back here so Veena can complete her prototype. And I want to know what happened. We need to take any safety measures to make sure this doesn't happen again. Good. Feel free to deal with any resistance however you see fit.
The mining station is CM Station RC-1. It's on a moon called Carinay 3A in the Carinay system. The shipment should be in the research and control tower, but the outside doors are kept locked down. This keycard will let you enter the mines so you can access the tower from the inside. Good luck.
We can't lose that shipment.
Landing struts primed. Retros firing.
target. Driving up baskets. Open fire!
What did you need?
Hi there, Captain.
Hello.
I'm up for a little adventure.
Your ship smells so much better than Dad's. Like, a lot.
Hey there. Glad to see you again. Happy to listen. Oh, I love catching up with you. Let's do it again sometime.
Hello. I'm working hard, Captain. Okay, bye.
I hope Cora doesn't get too much underfoot. Later.
Let's put this bird into space. Looks peaceful from up here, doesn't it? Jump complete. Motion restored.
Welcome to the clinic. If you have a medical emergency, please use priority docking.
Green lights on outer hatch. We're docked.
Ma'am, I'm just a courier.
What can I do for you?
I understand that. I'm not blaming you directly. Dr. Salvato, how long have you been here? And in that year, how many times have we had this conversation about late or missing shipments of supplies?
I believe this is the third time.
Yes, that sounds right. 3 times. I will be making it very clear to your superiors that lives are at stake, and the clinic requires reliable transport. If your company cannot meet our needs, someone else will.
Yes, ma'am. Understood.
Thank you, Dr. Salvato. You may return to your duties. Welcome to the clinic. I'm Dr. Darvish, Chief of Medicine. Is there something I can do for you? Goodbye.
This area's off limits. Authorized personnel only. An outbreak? I haven't heard anything about this. Are you kidding me? I knew I should have taken the day off. Here's an access card, whatever you need.
Sean, I don't want to go over this again. I'm tired, all right? Just...
Hey, who let you in here? This is a restricted area. In that case, you'll want to speak to Dr. Lane.
I'm not ruining my career over this.
Excuse me, I have work to do.
They always tell you this could happen, you just never believe it.
It feels like I've been waiting forever. I'm probably fine. Yeah, I'm fine.
If people would stop poking their noses into every unexplored biome in the galaxy, perhaps
We're free and clear for flight. Navigational feedback checks out.
Welcome to Three-Star Space. We're gonna do a quick scan for contraband, and you can be on your way. All right, you're good. Welcome to Neon. Honestly, they're kinda dull. Kill for a little action.
If you attempt to engage me in combat, I will be forced to detain you.
If
Hey
you
there.
have the Rothasite,
Good to see you again.
speak to Vina first.
Hey there. Is that my beautiful shipment? You were right about this one, Masako. Looks like it. This should be more than enough. Now, I shall excuse myself and get to work on finalizing this prototype.
So, what did you learn about CM Station RC-1? Lucas must be desperate if he hired them to collect the Rothasite. Were there any survivors? Good. I may not condone murder, but I refuse to have sympathy for indiscriminate killers like Ecliptic, especially after massacring innocents working for us. Now, I also had a report that you were spotted at the clinic. I take it you traced the shipment there? Dr. Lane? I believe Vina is familiar with his work, specializing in neurosurgery. Were you able to determine what he was doing at the clinic? So, it sounds like Lucas has reached a new level of desperation to ensure his future as CEO. I'll make sure Yuko's team extracts every bit of information they can from the clinic's database on this. Between hiring Ecliptic and unauthorized human trials, we have enough to take Lucas down for good. And with the Rothasite secure, it's almost time for us to make our move. Exactly. It also buys us time, which, unfortunately, we need. I'm sure you remember your actions during Directive Theta, especially in regards to Administrator Bayou. Thanks to your inability to follow protocol, we now owe him a debt. One that you get to pay. That is a very long game you're referring to, for a future I hope we all see someday. The Administrator wants us to deal with a rival operative. And when I say deal with, it means he wants them dead. This is not an assignment I give lightly. Good. Find the operative and do what you must. We already have a team prepped to handle any fallout. When it's done, report back to Dalton. I have a meeting to prepare for.
While we scan for contraband. And we're done. Feel free to land.
Landing gear's ready.
It's a dead industry, Chief Pretorius. Those jobs aren't coming back. And Satori mills are dedicated to Gagarin. We were just hoping Gagarin could show the same dedication in return.
I'm not closing off the city every time you want to run a tour group through here.
Our investor visits are the key to making Gagarin a place that works again. A place where people want to live again.
People are living here just fine. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have security work to get back to.
You're not on my calendar. Is this Arcmite related? I'm on... Can't imagine what the temperatures get up to outside the canyons. Arcmite? We're the... And we're on Gagarin, but they're opening. Bye now.
Not easy finding steady work. You can always talk to Zaneta about joining the Vanguard.
I heard this story about a kid who was walking and he fell through the catwalks. They never found him. All because he didn't study for a citizenship exam. But I don't think that's true.
Looking for a drink? Don't serve anything. Don't cook yourself out there.
You have a ship? Folks on Gagarin, we just want to be left alone.